With summer right around the corner, kids will soon be out of school, which means they'll have a lot more time on their hands. Researchers report that some areas see a spike as high as 35% in juvenile crimes during the summer months, and boredom is often a reason for that. Well, if you're worried that your child doesn't have anything to do this summer, the Richland County Sheriff's Department has many programs and camps that might just be the right fit. Joining me now to tell us more about them is Master Deputy Lockett, who works in the Youth Service Division at RCSD. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So you guys have a lot of different programs that really help teens just get involved in positive things. Can you tell us about some of those programs?
Well, first off, we have our Camp Lot. Camp Lot is leading our troubled teens. That is a 3.5-day military-style boot camp. They stay with us on McGrady's training facilities. They will listen to speakers and deputies talk about conflict resolution, anger management, hygiene, among other things, and it's a very intense physical training.
Okay, and you know, when it comes to teens committing crimes, people used to think more of, you know, vandalism, petty theft, but we're starting to see more teens get involved in violent crimes. So, you know, what would you say to those parents who are concerned that their teens could get involved in this type of stuff?
I say keep them busy. Keep them busy this summer. There's a lot of programs that you can put your kids in. Another one of our programs would be the Jump Start program. Jump Start is a program that the youth services provide juveniles under motivated pressure.
Okay.
They'll come and do community service. They will listen to speakers from Prisma Health, Project Ready, Empowered to Win, and She's Counseling.
Okay. And you know, even this most recent shooting that Sheriff Law talked about earlier today, we know that a 17-year-old was arrested in connection with it. And you know, this is something that we're seeing a lot more often. What do you think this says about the issues that teens face today?
It has a lot to do with the gun laws right now. And it's so easy for these teens to get their hands on different weapons. There has to be some type of control with that.
And Sheriff Lott often mentions parents being more involved. You know, the department's obviously having some of these camps. They do several programs, but he always says, Mom and Dad, you got to be paying attention too. So, you know, what would the message be to parents who may feel like their kid is going in the wrong path?
The parents have to continue to talk to their children. Even their room is not their room. Check and see what's going on in there, their book bags, and just be very vigilant.
Yes, and there's a lot of young kids in the community too who look up to police officers. They see you in the community and they want to be just like that. You know, what kind of, I know you mentioned there's a camp, there's a program for some younger kids who might have an interest in being an officer when they grow up. Okay,
so there's Fun with Forensics. That is held by Deputy Hobson with the SRO division.
Okay.
They basically does crime scene and evidence collection. They go on field trips. They also have special speakers coming from the lab, from K9, and from the fire department to tell them about how they solve their crimes.
Okay, that's really interesting. And you know, what would you say in the past, did kids really get involved in this? Does it kind of give them a good perspective on the career?
It does, and they're excited when they come to these camps. They really have a good time.
What would you say, generally speaking, the response has been from the community in years past when you've done these?
I've seen a lot of parents putting their kids into all these different summer camps in the programs. The parents love them, just like the kids love them.
Love to see that. And you know, there's so many options here, from something as intense as Camp Lot that really is more for teens who are struggling and having those problems maybe at school or at home, to a summer camp for a young kid who wants to start learning about the profession of law enforcement. It really seems like there's a lot of variety here, would you say?
There is. There's also a Explorer program that we have. Explorer program is from the ages of 14 to 20. If anybody interested in starting a career in law enforcement, Explorers will be good for them.
Awesome. Well, we love to hear all of these different programs for people in the community. Well, if you want to learn more information about this, we will have something up on our website very shortly, so you can check all of it out. RCSD offers even more camps than the ones that we talked about. They're all Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and each camp is 2 weeks long and costs $60. We'll have all of that information, as I mentioned, on our website, wistv.com. Well, thank you so much, Master Deputy Lockett, for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me, and hopefully we'll get more youth in our programs.
Absolutely. Well, stick with us. We have more Midday coming up after the break.